Hey everybody, it's Reverend Dan again for God a few minutes as we go through this coronavirus thing. We're into mile marker number 2. Yesterday I talked about forgiveness and how that gets us through parts of this coronavirus thing that we're going through. But the second one in Stephen Furtick's book, as we talk about the last 7 words of Christ up on the cross, is Luke 23 verse 43. Jesus says, "Today you'll be with me in paradise." So he's talking to the one criminal who's next to him, who says, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." He's admitting Jesus is a Savior. He's admitting he needs him even in the last moment of his life. And Jesus says, "Today you'll be with me in paradise." Jesus is reaffirming with that criminal, because of his commitment to Christ, no matter what happens that day, he's going to be fine. He's going to be with Jesus. He's been given eternity. One of the things that we get in the midst of a coronavirus or anything else, or 9/11, for those of you who remember that, we get scared. We get full of fear. One of the things that salvation gives us is something bigger than just now. Salvation lets us know that we, for those of us who claim Christ as Lord and Savior, we have been given eternity. What we have here is wonderful and beautiful, but it's a blip on the radar screen of eternity. So what that criminal received is not only salvation, but he received peace. A peace that he was going to be okay no matter what he faced. What was he going to face? Death. So as we sit here in the midst of this coronavirus, and we're all on stay-at-home orders right now, and we're full of fear and we're worried, for those of us who are Christian, we've got a much longer timeline, no matter what we face with the coronavirus and the word pandemic when we hear it. I have peace because I know no matter what happens, my life is way bigger than the coronavirus in 2020. My life is for all eternity. Today, someday, maybe well into the future, I'll be with Jesus in paradise. That gives me a peace that the world cannot give. Do you know that peace? Because it will turn your fear into faith, and your faith turns this whole situation into peace. What are you feeling? Jesus says, "Today you'll be with me in paradise." May you know that peace. Thanks for giving God a few minutes.